Hello, hello. It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. How's it going? Of course, we have Therese and Alex with us on this fine Wednesday evening. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good, good.
All right, cool. Well, if you missed out, we did a wheel spin on Monday. So if you have not checked out the channel yet, make sure to give us a follow, give us a like, do all that stuff. You know, would be greatly appreciated. But we are finally getting back to Girls' Generation. If you missed part one, you can go watch that. If you're here on Twitch, you already know you know the deal. But for those who aren't familiar, I am new to K-pop. I'm a baby, so feel free to help me out. Would love to know some feedback. If there's anything else so we can do to make this better for you guys, let us know. But yeah, this is part two. So we're getting into some of the latter half of Girls' Generation and a special song that Alex added on to the the end of this playlist that you're sure we'll
Yes.
find out about.
It's actually two special songs at the end.
Two.
And just to kind of do a little housekeeping for this
Sure.
this video. If you're watching this and you haven't seen part one, we did do an entire part one that went all the way up to the boys, I believe.
Yes.
And we are not doing any Japanese stuff. We can't because of copyright. We can't do live stages. We can't even guarantee that these songs will be able to be uploaded. So your best bet is to join us live on Twitch if you can, if you want to see us actually listen to the songs and talk about them and everything. Other than that, we are covering the rest of their main title track discography today, all the way up to Forever One, and then I have two B-sides off of that album that we will be checking out as well. So we're doing 11 songs today. And then when we wrap up, if we miss something you want to hear that we can check out on YouTube, feel free to let us know. We'll try to make some time to check out some other stuff in the future.
Get into
Yeah.
the solos.
Getting the solos, yeah. That's
Yeah, we would love to get into some solo stuff.
I'm sure that's in a future episode, so stay tuned. We have covered Taeyeon though, and a previous soloist. Well, we did her newest release, so maybe we'll go back in time and listen to some of her more solo stuff.
What's up, everyone in chat?
Yes.
Gondo, Asian Boy Rider, Walcott, Siren.
Sweetly.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. But yeah, so I think we're gonna start it off with, as Alex mentioned, we're gonna get into Dancing Queen, which is the next one on our list here. So hopefully you guys are excited and check them out. But yeah, we're gonna get into Dancing Queen right now.
Girls, generation, let's dance. Hit the beat and take it to the fast lane. 무대 위 너를 처음 봤을 때 Hey, yo, stop. Let me put it down another way. I got a boy watching.
I got spoiled.
What a wacky spoiler.
They really wanted to switch it up.
All right, guys, this was Dancing Queen by Girls' Generation. If you're just joining us right now. Oh my God.
All right. Let me give some context that I was sort of looking up while we were watching. Obviously, it's a remake of Mercy,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Mercy.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah.
So what I'm seeing in my quick search is that basically the music video time rolls back to 2008, which is like in reference that this is supposed to be originally filmed in 2008 and it was supposed to be released as a remake. However, there were legal agreement issues and this essentially got shelved. From what I'm seeing. So that is, I guess, the context that we're getting from the time travel or whatever you want to call it from the video.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
That being said, I really don't have much to say about the song because it's just a Korean remake of Mercy. And I don't really think that it does what I've grown to love from Girls' Generation. I don't think it really like highlights anything that I've really been liking from their discography we've been seeing so far. I mean, it's fine. Like the vocals are good, to be expected, but I really don't have anything super outlandish or anything super interesting I can point out. Like when we listened to G or The Boys or something, when I felt like they were doing super forward or like iconic things.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty much the same song that I already knew, that I already liked. So not much to add on. I thought the music video was kind of the concept was interesting because they're like going back in time.
Like to their debut, it seemed.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's why the choreography seemed like really young for them. Like, was that the point? So that they could do some cute choreography? Okay. So maybe like since this was like a pre-release to their next album, maybe it was like trying to get back the people that they might have lost with The Boys or like the song that had such a concept switch that everyone was upset. So this was like, hey, we can still be cute even though we're older. So I think I might understand, but the execution was really strange. Like if you don't have that context, I don't think anyone would take this as more than like a cute cover. So sorry, Girls' Generation. I know you can do better. I know this is just to hype me up for the next song, and trust me, I'm hyped now.
Yeah, if I was listening to this song and I had no context on if it was a cover song or not, but I was like, man, this song sounds super familiar, and I was like listening to it, and I was like, wait, this sounds really familiar. Like I know this song.
And like, I do know Girls' Generation. Oh wait,
I know, right? There was a moment. I was like, aha, no.
I had a real brain aneurysm moment. I thought for sure. I was like, did I already listen to Girls' Generation already? But it is a cover, so I feel a little bit better now that I have not listened to this song specifically. But yeah, I don't think there's too much to add. I think if you like the original song, plus obviously what Girls' Generation's take on it is, I don't think it's like groundbreaking or like, you know, anything out there, but I think they did a good job of, you know, making it their own, certainly, and just kind of I think I was more so looking at just kind of like the more like choreo, like different elements that I feel like typically with like K-pop music videos I like don't have an opportunity to really listen to this song or I don't have an opportunity to like kind of do both. And I felt like with this one, since I kind of already knew the song background a little bit, I was like, cool, now I can kind of focus on like the different members and like get a little bit of a better feel for it. But yeah, that I can't get it over this like dance move. I thought that was,
Oh yeah, that's.
I was like,
Can you imagine being a fully debuted successful idol group and they're like, all right, we're gonna take it back to debut, and you're like, oh my gosh, I thought I was done with that.
the
It's like
hands of
every
time.
group's worst nightmare.
Yeah, really.
The hands of time have turned back,
Oh.
and you'll have to do a cute dance. And then it's like, ah, you know, and then there's like fire coming out of the background and lightning coming down, and yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
I'm very curious to see what the girls had to say on this.
I imagine like between like recording takes, like Hoyeon is just like cursing up a
I know.
storm.
You can see it when they're doing the close-ups. Like some of them are like, like pushing through like champs, being professional.
Just cringing.
Cringing.
I thought we
Oh,
were
so
over
funny.
this.
Yeah, I think I imagine people have asked them about this song. I can only imagine at like shows and stuff. I'm curious to. I'll have to go look online and see if there's any press that they had done during that time to see if like what their thoughts were on this. Obviously,
I would
doing
look
this.
like I would look for reactions more now, where like
Oh,
they're
now, sure,
unleashed
yeah.
and they're just saying whatever. Because I've seen a couple
Yeah.
of interviews with them recently where they're talking about their past days and they're like, "Man, that was so embarrassing." It's hilarious when groups get into it.
Get into like the retirement, like post like group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, I love when groups start getting they get to that like, oh, we don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like we don't give a fuck. We'll say whatever. I saw I think a clip today where somebody was asking was it Joy maybe one of the Red Velvet members about Kwangya, and then she was like, I don't know what Kwangya is, but if SM tells us to go there, we'll go there. We're under contract.
That's good.
Oh, okay. It was Yeri.
Oh my god, that's great.
It was really funny.
We'll go there.
Uh,
I was trying to. I sent you guys I sent them a meme on Instagram, and I was like trying to figure out who the K-pop member was. I don't know if it was that was from a group for sure. I don't know who is the group that. Do you guys know off the top of your head? I'll have to find them. I'll show you guys the meme later.
I can't remember what you sent us.
I don't
It
remember
was
what
like
it was.
it was like the one with like the gun, and it was like I'll pull it up later, but it was very funny. It was a good one. It was a good K. I get a lot
Oh,
of
that was
K-pop.
twice. Yeah.
It was twice. That's what I thought. Yeah. So, like,
Oh yeah, it's Sana.
I thought it was Sada. Yeah, I'll have to link you guys. It was very funny. But yeah, cool. All right. Well, that was very unexpected to, I feel like, start the stream off with, which is with a cover. So I know, Gondo. I'm sorry. They were also extremely young, so much younger than they look now.
To be fair, it was an old Twice video. It was like blonde Sana, I think.
Ah, yeah.
All right. Well, this next one is a
Is that a heater? No, Alex. Nope.
It's a song.
Oh.
Oh, we're losing Alex, I think.
I'll let you be the judge. Hello?
Okay. You're here.
Am I here?
You're
Yeah.
here. You're skipping out a little bit. There we go. I think you're good now. And I hope. Oh,
Okay.
You're
poor
here.
Alex.
You're here.
He's stuck. Anyway, we're gonna. Alex is here. All right. This is
That's not nice.
this is we're all right. Whatever. We're getting into the next song. The next song is "I Got a Boy." If Alex has fixes himself, we'll be back. So here we go. Anyway, here's the song.
Let us know if we need to pause. Oh, we're in the same party? Or I don't know.
Alex is just frozen.
This is the one that you did like a test on. Should we pause it to get Alex back?
Yeah, probably. Alex, where are you at?
Kick him off. Kick him off. Bring him back.
Kick him off. I'd have to close the whole video. He would have to kick himself off. Alex is frozen. Yes, we got that. I like how his box is glowing green though. He's
Am
I still not
to
here?
speak.
You're still not here. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know if the video's lagging. The audio's lagging for sure.
He's kind of here there. This is this is the fun times you guys get when you get to experience it live here on Twitch. So, you know, if you want to come join us on Twitch and see us all lag out, then this is the time. This is the time.
So much lagging.
So much lagging. Yeah, but it's all right. We'll survive. I'll ask the chat, how you guys doing? Are you guys doing all right?
Yeah.
Tell us how you're doing.
Who are your girls' generation biases?
Oh, okay.
Gotta check out #1 for sure.
They're on the wheel, so I feel like we will absolutely get them. Fingers crossed.
Oh, that's right. That song got added.
Yes.
Okay, I'll wait to check it out until we
The
spin it.
I've okay.
I gotta
The
check
I've
with,
concert was fun. Very nice, Gondo.
I gotta check with Alex to get. There were like 4 songs that I added previously that weren't on the wheel, but I'm trying out for Plave, Sun Me Heartburn,
Woo!
Zero Base One Bloom. That's kind of
Yeah.
a classic that I think a lot of people would know, but Alex doesn't know, so that'll be fun. Oh, we got JYP. That was a good one.
That was the JYP. I can't wait to post that one.
That's gonna be
That one's
every
gonna be a
week.
pop-up.
When my coworkers went to eat in the like conference room for lunch,
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, music video of the week. Here we go. That'll be my music video this
Oh,
week.
you're gonna JYP him? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, but they know who Psy is, so they might
Yeah,
be into it.
They might
with
yeah,
the cameo.
At the cameo at the end. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Gonda says Liz says hello from Singapore, in Chicago. That's very cool. How were your seats? I don't know where you were sitting at. I don't know where it was at in Chicago. You'll have to let us know. Also, if you're going to,
Wait,
I think it's.
Liz said hello Singapore in Chicago.
Oh no! Oh wait, what?
Is this like a? Was this a joke? Was this an inside joke with the fans or?
I didn't read that right. Sorry. Oh my god. Holy shit! That's crazy. You have to, yeah, you have to let us know.
Are they that jet lagged? Oh, okay. Inside joke with the fans.
Okay.
I don't know what the inside joke is.
I feel like it would be. Yeah, I feel like it could be. It could be.
Or just like being funny.
Being
honestly,
funny, yeah.
Saying stuff.
I
I mean, what's their tour schedule look like? I'm sure it's crazy.
It's probably nuts. Sweetly says, oh, if this is the ampersand one, is like PH1 vibes in a way, because they share producers. Okay, very cool.
Ooh.
Alex
Do they
is,
really?
Alex is stuck in Kwangya.
Very interested now.
Wow, Alex is booting out in Kwangya over here. We're gonna have to.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's just doing a restart. That's for the best.
Yeah.
Let me look at I have tour schedule. Oh my. Okay.
I think they're playing
They're definitely going around the world.
New Jersey tomorrow, I think. Are they playing it tomorrow?
Oh shit.
I thought for sure I saw they were playing Newark. Pretty sure.
What day is today?
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah, Newark on Friday.
Oh, Friday.
And
Sick.
then they're going straight to Paris.
That must be nice, yeah.
And then they're going on to their EU tour and then circling back around in Central America, South America. That's pretty cool. That's great that South America is getting some love in the tours this year.
That is good. And then Gondo says, Gal bumped into some chairs leaving. Oh no.
Aw.
That's not good. They're coming
Too
back
much
for Alala.
dancing, legs don't work.
Yeah. Oh my God. I wouldn't even. I don't know if anybody
Coming back for Lollapalooza?
Yeah, they're doing like a. I think they're doing like a special showcase. Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, when is Lollapalooza?
Oh, did we get Alex out? Alex is out of Kwanya.
Oh. Yay, we found him.
I'm back. What up?
He survived.
I was doing a whole North America to Europe to Central to South America and then back for Lollapalooza. Those girls are crazy.
Boy, are their arms gonna be tired.
From holding up the industry? No.
It's a lot of flying.
Oh my God. Even worse. Yeah, did you reach Kwanya? Did you
did you reach Kwanya?
bring us back
Yeah, the whole Wi-Fi network I was on like completely reset or something.
Wow, weird.
I don't know.
God.
I just speed tested. I was down to like 4 megabytes
Oh my
down
God.
or something. Super wacky.
Which is funny because we're on the same Wi-Fi. So
Yeah,
I was
really.
fine. I
Get
survived.
that Ethernet cable.
I have the Ethernet
Yeah.
cable. Yeah. So whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have Ethernet.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
I'm
Everyone
boost.
switch to Ethernet.
Everyone switch to Ethernet
It's
now.
the new fiber.
Do
It's
it.
the real fiber.
Dude, the real fiber. I am not hogging. Actually, I probably am. Actually, because I am streaming.
Actually, you
all
might
this.
be.
I
Yeah.
might be. So I was gonna defend myself, but I actually probably am. So
All right.
All right,
otherwise,
sorry for holding us up.
listen. If I wasn't hogging the internet, Gondo, this would not happen. So yeah, it would not be on Twitch. Then you'd have to just watch it.
We
on
allow
YouTube.
it.
So, tomato. It's all right. But anyway, if you just joined in, this is I Got a Boy from Girls' Generation. So hopefully we'll be good. But let's rock.
시작해볼까 어머 얘 좀 봐라 얘 무슨 일이 있었길래 머리 잘랐대 어머 또 얘 좀 보라고 머리부터 발끝까지 살이 바뀌었어 왜 그랬대 궁금해 죽겠네 왜 그랬대 말해봐봐 좀 나 보고 평범하단 나의 그 남자 완전 맘에 들었나봐 말도 안돼 너무 예뻐지고 섹시해졌어 그 남자 때문이지 물어볼 뻔했다니까 너 바꾼 화장품이 뭔지 사실 나 처음 봤어 상처 입은 야수 같은 기쁜 눈 얘기만 해도 어지럽다니까 잘났어 정말 잘났어 정말 Let me put it down another way.
What?
I got a boy 멋진, I got a boy 착한, I got a boy handsome boy 내 맘 다 가져간. I got a boy 멋진, I got a boy 착한, I got a boy awesome boy 완전 반했나 봐. 내 왕자님 언제 이 몸을 바로 봐주실 텐가요? 하얀 꿈처럼 bring it back to 140. I got a boy 멋진, I got a boy 착한, I got a boy handsome boy 내맘 다 가져간. I got a boy 멋진, I got a boy 착한, I got a boy awesome boy 완전 반나봐. 언제나 내 곁에 내 편이 돼주고 귀 기울여주는 너. 난 이대로 지금 행복해. 잘 될 거야. I got a boy 멋진, I got a boy 착한, I got a boy handsome boy 내맘 다 가져간. I got a boy 멋진, I got a boy 착한, I got a boy awesome boy 완전 반나봐. I got a boy 멋진, I got a boy 착한, I got a boy handsome boy 내맘 다 가져간. I got a boy 멋진, I got a boy 착한, I got a boy awesome boy 완전 반나봐. I got a boy 멋진.
All right, cool. That was Girls' Generation. I Got a Boy. If you are just tuning in.
All right. Well, I know me and Therese have heard this song to no end. So
Nope.
I don't.
I
Oh wait, no way.
I only knew 1/8 of this song apparently.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Cooking.
Damn.
See? Now I'm not the only one.
I feel like Alex's internet really didn't want to listen to this one.
My
Because that
internet
would be my
cannot
internet,
keep
too.
me. My internet cannot keep me from my maximalism.
That's true.
It really like you were trying to tell us something and it kind of sounded like a warning, and now I think I got the gist of it. Yeah, I only knew I got a boy, which I knew that part. That was the only part I knew. Every other part I was like, wait, wait. I was like, wait, is this the song? And it wasn't until like halfway in that I was like, this is the song, but only the part that I knew.
Oh my god.
Well, why don't
It's,
either of you talk about it first then?
Yeah, I'll keep going. It's a miss for me, Yu Young-jin. This was a little too much for me to handle. And I was already feeling salty on Monday, as you guys probably saw. So I
Sweet
prepared for
Lisa.
it this time. I'm prepared this time. So
Therese is on hater week right now.
Yeah, hater
I'm on
week.
Twitter week.
Yeah, hater week.
This
You
is,
join us at a bad time.
I really liked the Mercy song because I really like Mercy. And this was not a pleasant surprise, I gotta say. It's really colorful. I think the styling is insane in a good way. And the song definitely matches to that extent. It's insane and trying to do a lot of things. I think the part that I liked the most was at the very end after the bridge when a lot of the
when
elements started coming together.
Like the accumulation chorus.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So they were introducing the different parts that were going to make up the final chorus.
Yeah.
I like that final chorus. Maybe if I listen again, I'll start liking the individual parts, but I was just so confused. I didn't know where we were. I didn't know which song we were doing.
So I guess for me, this song it's more of like one of those, like, it's an iconic song in the discography. It has its place kind of songs. You know what I mean? Where like it's definitely like everyone has at least heard the chorus or like well, Brandon doesn't count. Brandon's not part of everyone. Everyone's heard like the main part of the song. Like everyone's seen groups cover it. It's played everywhere. It's just like one of those songs. I completely understand if it is too much for people because it is super overstimulating. And I think not even like as a song, but as like a whole package too, like the styling and the video and like the outfits and how like there's so many like not ad libs, but like spoken parts of the song and harmonies and like change ups and stuff that I understand. It's super all over the place. I think somebody pointed out in chat. This is like where SM was going before they realized it. This is like this is when they figured out the formula for NCT. So
On this day, yeah.
Half joking, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I like this song just because I'm maybe used to it and it doesn't really feel as jarring when I hear it now. And that I've seen so many like cover performances of it and stuff that it doesn't really feel like out of left field anymore. It just feels like, oh, it's that crazy song they did that kind of went viral and popped off. So I don't know. I mean, I as far as like, is it a song that I'm gonna go back and listen to frequently? Definitely not. But it's a song that I have plenty of respect for, and I'll watch it if the video comes up, or I'll watch a performance of it or something. But it is a little aggressive, uh,
And it's not like the
stimulation
worst.
over.
It's not the
What?
worst like offender of mixed
No,
pop
definitely
or
not.
whatever.
No,
But it is
definitely
like
not.
it's still got that older production style where each of the instruments are so isolated that it's a
Yeah.
little more rough.
It's that one synth that is like the main, I guess, like chorus driving
I've been
synth.
seeing people calling it the mosquito beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just legit.
yeah, that
I
is a
actually like
little.
that part.
I don't mind that part, but I think that is an example of like that production, that era of production is so
Yeah.
like it's not really like roped in and tight. It's just kind of all over the place. It's a little jarring when it shouldn't be. It's a little, the frequencies are a little off. It doesn't feel super cohesive. But I think that this song sets up for where like a lot of K-pop ends up actually going, because nobody was really doing this before them.
That's fair.
I mean, whether you like where this song specifically or not, I think it did make a pretty significant difference into where the direction of K-pop ended up going.
I mean, without Girls' Generation, we wouldn't have aespa or NMIX or NCT or any of the other experimental groups. So big kudos.
Yeah, I would agree. I think for this song, just because I kind of heard a little snippet at the end of the last video, I was kind of curious on how this one was gonna like churn out a little bit. In the first part of the song, I was like, I don't know if I'm like really gonna vibe with this one, and then it was about maybe like three. It was maybe like 3/4. No, actually, probably a little bit more. It was probably about halfway through, like midpoint of the song, where I was like, I kind of like this. And then as the song kind of progressed and evolved a little bit more towards the latter half and the end of the song, that's when I was like, nah, I like this one. I can get down with it. I think it definitely took a minute to grow on me. Could also agree with Youthful's comment of saying that I feel like if this song was just, if this was the only Girls' Generation song that I could listen to tomorrow, I feel like I would probably not be too thrilled if I had to keep listening to this song over and over again. But I think in like, in a nice dosage, I think it's a good song. It was definitely, I can definitely get why people might be completely a fan of it, and I could also see why people may not enjoy it, just obviously being pretty unbiased, I think, from both parties. Obviously, I don't fully land in the K-pop realm yet, and I'm not fully like like I understand where K-pop is now and kind of get an idea of like, as Therese mentioned, like aespa, we haven't covered NCT yet, but I imagine we will at some point soon. And like, like NMIX, all of those groups, you can kind of hear some representation in this song specifically that I can kind of carry over into those songs. And I'm like, yeah, if this song probably didn't exist, we wouldn't get the really interesting like synth work, or we might not get like cool like beat switches, or we might not get some other things that I feel like are so important to kind of the musicality of K-pop now, that it's like I feel like by default, if you are a K-pop fan, like I think you have to at least have some sort of admiration for the song, because it's like, again, it's paved that way for other groups to kind of do their thing and expand that genre pool even a little bit more further. So I do like that. But yeah, this song was pretty interesting to start, but then it really kind of roped me in towards the end. So I would say this one's a solid one. I will probably try to give this another listen tomorrow and see how I feel about it, but I think I'll probably remain the same and say that, like, I think it is iconic in that nature. But I also think at the same point, you know, like I can understand why people might not enjoy it, because, you know, it is a little jarring upon first listen, I'd argue.
I mean, and the same person that wrote Savage helped write this, so like,
yeah,
we know there's good, and you just gotta play around with it until you get something everyone latches onto.
Yeah,
I think there also needs to be like a little bit of room for, like the time that this came out, like a little bit of like lenience given to just like the time period too. Because if this came out now, I would criticize it like crazy, right? You know, if it came out in 2024, I would drag this song, but it didn't. It came out, you know, 11 years ago, something like that.
11 years.
So,
yep. 2013.
So
actually, January 1st of 2013. So.
Yeah. So I think that is important to take into consideration. So we're reacting to this and checking out so much later than there's so much that has happened in K-pop in 11 years.
Yeah.
So obviously our thoughts on this are way different than they would have been 11 years ago. So
okay, so now I'm gonna start judging from 18-year-old Therese perspective, and
yeah, perfect.
What was I listening to? I
was
know.
definitely not
Lindsay
listening
Sterling?
to this.
I don't know.
I think
I was listening to Lindsay Sterling dubstep YouTube video remixes.
I don't even remember when that album came out that I liked.
I think I don't know what I'm pretty sure I was listening to some like
that was 11 years ago. Okay, I'm on it. I just okay, get in the mindset. I'm there now.
There you go. Oh my! It was just that's what you needed. Was just just something to ground you. That's great.
All right, let's get into the next one. We got Mr.Mr.
Very nice. All right, cool. Mr.Mr.
I don't know if I've heard Wolf, to be honest, but if it's another Yu Youngjin, I'm curious.
Interesting vocals. Okay.
Mr. Rock this world. Mr. Mr. 날 봐. Mr. Mr. 그래 바로 너. 나의 가슴 뛰게 한 Mr. Mr. 최고의 남자. Mr. Mr. 그게 바로 너. 산처럼 깨진 유리존도 별이 되는 너. Mr. 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 나를 빛내준 선택받은 자. 그게 바로 너. Mr. 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 Mr.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
지금 세상은 네 앞에 널 던져 더 치열하게 Mr. 오직 그대만이 이뤄낼 내일 앞에 너 Mr.
Ooh. All right. Keychain.
Mr. Mr. 날 봐. Mr. Mr. 그래 바로 너. 나의 가슴 뛰게 한 Mr. Mr. 최고의 남자. Mr. Mr. 그게 바로 너.
Another keychain.
별이 되는 너. Mr. 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 나를 빛내준 최고의 남자. 그게 바로 너. Mr. 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 Mr.
All right. Cool. This was Mr. by Girls' Generation. If you're just tuning in.
I'm drinking
Gotta
the Kool-Aid
say,
again.
Oh, I really don't remember that second key change. That's crazy.
They double
Um,
up.
Well, I'm gonna start us off positive then because I love this song. This is like I can't name the song that it reminds me of so much with the beat. I will get there eventually and come back to it, but it reminds me of Switch to Me. The beat reminds me of Switch to Me. Um,
Holy shit.
in a good way. This song gives me such like late 80s, early 90s vibes, like with the
Oh, yeah.
style of music and
Woo.
the styling. I think it's also good. Like I love the girls in suits, styling, the black and white scenes with girls in suits. I'm a sucker for that. I thought the bridge was so nice. I think it was Taeyeon kind of popping off in the beginning of it. I'm not sure who it went to. And then like the vocal slide that went up with that first key change and then the second key change out of nowhere. There was a lot going on in the second half of that song that was like keeping my attention up, which is I think a really big positive for this song because this type of beat and this type of song isn't always the most attention grabbing because it's not too in your face, it's not too aggressive. So I think they did a cool job of making it interesting all throughout the entire song all the way up to the end by having those changes and having those nice vocals that really like give you more to grab onto as the song goes on. I'm a big fan of this song.
Therese, you want me to go next or you good?
I'll go next. I'm gonna continue the positivity for once.
Oh my god!
Oh, I
what?
thought you were sipping the haterade.
Yeah. What? Did I hear positive? Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, I'm positive now. I'm sipping the Kool-Aid. I
Hell
guess
yeah.
I meant like separate from the haterade. This is the sweet
Okay.
stuff.
Okay,
Okay.
No, it's this is good. This is exactly what I wanted the direction to be post the song. What was it called? Is it The Boys or
Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys? Okay, yeah. This is where I was hoping they would go, where it's like it is mature, and they're definitely flexing more on the vocals, which is perfect. They could use more vocal flexing, always. That cufflinks choreo is a power move. God
Mm.
damn. Like, oh my God. That was hot. But this is like the deep fried nonsense that I enjoy now. And I think the over the top, staggered synths and everything, I think that actually helped it because I guess I am like listening as 18-year-old Therese again, and now I'm enjoying it. But really good stuff. Oh my God, those key changes. I knew like parts of this song, or like I thought I knew the song, but listening to the whole thing over again gives you a different perspective if you haven't heard it in a while. So
Fair
deep
enough.
fried, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like a
deep
deep fried
fried.
meme, like a deep fried meme.
Yeah.
I got you, Therese. I'm picking it up.
It's deep fried.
Yeah, it's deep fried. Well, I don't want to cut off Therese. Are you good, Therese?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. I will also continue the positivity train. This one was amazing. I love this track. I feel like it's pretty obvious because I'm more in that like I like that real chill, and I feel like this song has like an immense amount of chill in it, which I'm totally on board with. As well as that, I also appreciate that like cool dance section. I feel like they sometimes incorporate that a lot in like Girls' Generation tracks where they'll have like a dance break, but it's just like I feel like you don't get to see that too much like within modern K-pop where they have like more of a specific section where it
We're
like breaks
losing
up.
dance breaks a little bit.
Yeah.
I think
So
we're losing dance breaks in response to songs getting shorter.
sure, yeah, that would make sense. I'm just saying I liked it. I feel like that. I'm not saying we should bring it back. I'm just saying in the time frame where it's sitting in, I can appreciate that.
I'm saying we should bring it back.
Okay. Well, I'm indifferent on it. I obviously don't have a major say on it, but I also wouldn't want my songs to be like 2 minutes long and be like, wow, it's over already. That's crazy.
No one wants that.
But I will say the song itself was really, really well put together. I'm almost positive. I'm scrolling up through chat here. I'm pretty sure Gondo mentioned it possibly. But there was somebody who had like Sunny. With like the way they stylized her vocals with like I don't know if it was like in that like pre-chorus. I'm not entirely sure if it's like some sort of like phaser or something, but they rearranged her like vocal styling in a really unique way. So that was something I really picked out and I thought was unique, and I like that about the song. But as both Therese and Alex mentioned, that like double key change was great. The way that they just kind of had that like last hurrah at the end of the song to just kind of like further cement that I already enjoyed the song, just to kind of like put it over the top, I'm super appreciative of that because I think whenever you can add a key change in twice into a song is kind of nuts. And also their range was like super high up there by the end of the song. That was like that you're getting up there. So that was really cool as well too. But yeah, this one's probably one of my favorite girls. I'll flat out admit that I think this is probably one of my favorite Girls' Generation songs, period. So I feel like I'm gonna. Obviously, I don't know if they'll come back to this, but for right now, I'll definitely say I love this one. As well as that, Nick, thank you for joining us. They said all GG's songs are bops. So, well, we're getting into the latter half, so I would hope so. But very, very cool. All right. I think
All right, on to the next
on to
song.
the next one.
Is Party. This is this was the first Girls' Generation song that I was around for the comeback for.
Nice. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. This one's
It's right around the time I got into K-pop.
Were they like they weren't their first group though. You were like 4 minute.
4 minute.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's get into Party. can't get over these ads at the bottom.
Yeah,
I keep going to click the
killing
screen.
me.
Do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
What time is it?
Must be party time. Here we go. 여기 summer. 지금 radio 켜. 흘러 나오는 favorite song. Hey, turn it up. 뜨거운 rhythm. 이끄는 대로 drive. 눈이 부신 여름 속으로. 천을 넘어온 바람을 따라. 지금 yeah 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 yeah. Singing yeah 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 yeah. 목소리를 높여. Louder and louder. 파도 소리 따라 달려. Here we go. We can't stop stop stop. 여긴 party time. 이대로 계속 party time. It's a party. We gon' rock rock rock. 따뜻하게 날 tonight. 연습 중 너네길래 너 모이고 가다 제주 캘리포니아 로마까지 엔진 중 부은 바다 멋진 파도 finito. We love summer. 바쁘게 뛰어와 어젠 다 잊어버리고. Hey, turn it up. 저 푸른 하늘 정말 완벽한 걸 수면 위에 가득 물들어. 찬란한 여름 다가기 전에 함께 yeah 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 yeah. Singing yeah 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 yeah. 들뜬 내 마음은 higher and higher. 어서 하늘 위로 a shot. Here we go. We can't stop stop stop. 여긴 party time. 이대로 계속 party time. It's a party. We gon' rock rock rock. 짜릿하게 날 tonight. 연습 중 너네길래 너 모이고 가다 제주 캘리포니아 로마까지 엔진 중 부은 바다 멋진 파도 finito. 우릴 부를 sunrise. 찾아와도 멈출 수 없어. 계속되는 party time. Go on and on and on. 밤새도록. We can't stop stop stop. 여긴 party time. 이대로 계속 party time. We gon' rock rock rock. 짜릿하게 날 tonight. 연습 중 너네길래 너 모이고 It's party. 가다 제주 캘리포니아 로마까지 엔진 중 부은 바다 멋진 파도 finito. Party time.
All right, cool. That was Party by Girls' Generation. Woo! Very exciting.
What a party. Anyone want to take it?
Sure, why not? I'll take it. This is a very Alex coded song, you know, it's a summer song, you know, so would be so on point that this would be the song you would start off with for Girls' Generation.
It's a good start.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
good start. This was the start of you loving summer songs. Now I know why, you know, because this is very clearly a summer song, you know. Very like bubbly, really warm. I liked all the like different vocal ad libs and stuff. Like, it's a party. I'm gonna remember that every time. I'm gonna try my hardest to not say it anytime I'm at a party, because then it'd look really weird if I said something like that. So definitely not gonna do that. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed the way that the instrumentation of the song was. I think there was some really cool like bass work / bass modulation going on in the song that kind of keeps it like fun, really inviting. It's almost got a little bit of a funkiness to it that I like. Synths were really cool. I think they just I'm curious on how. Okay, so this came out like roughly 8 years ago. So I feel like the production, at least too, seems like a step into the next direction as well too for them. So I also appreciate the fact that the songs feel a little bit more like fuller, if that makes sense. Like I think there's definitely got some like, I think they added a lot more like production elements to it now, maybe as opposed to like some other songs. That's not to say that they weren't good in their own right. I just think that as a full package, it seemed like you could hear different like vocal nuances. You could hear a lot more of like the instrumentation kind of poke out in parts of the song a little bit more. So yeah, overall, this is another heater. I like this one. This is great.
I think part of that is that it seems that summer songs haven't changed over time as much as
Oh, not at all.
Not
other
at
types
all.
of
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer songs sort of have kept in a kind of similar lane.
Sure.
Kind of going back to around this time. It definitely does feel more modern for them because of that, I think, and like the video quality obviously is better. This is their first title release, I think, without Jessica. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have too much else to say other than what you commented. I thought it had like really nice like funk kind of bass riffs going throughout the song. I thought were really cool. I mean that's pretty common in these kind of summer songs. I feel like it definitely gives it that summer groove vibe.
Oh yeah.
I did like the whistle sample that he's used in the chorus.
That is sick.
That's what gets stuck. That's what gets stuck in my head. It's the whistle and them spelling party. Like
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the song. I think it works out for me because I like summer songs and stuff like this. You know, almost always, and then it worked out because it's my the first song I was like there for, seeing all like the release stuff come out and like kind of sort of dipping my toes into K-pop a little bit more. So it's a really cool song to get into them with, I think. So I'm a fan.
Therese?
Yeah, this is definitely summer as summer gets song. I feel like we figured out the formula to great summer songs. It's like the funky bass and a good beat and some really great ad libs.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's all you need to make the perfect summer song. Throughout this, like whenever I was hearing that bass in the background, it kind of brought me back to Dynamite and all of the other summer songs that we've been hearing as of late. I still love it. I think it's great any year you're listening. I really like the chorus. Like, I might end up singing that on my own tomorrow, like when I go to the work. P-R-T-Y. This is a really fun one. I was thinking because there was like they were in the beach scene of the music video, and they also had like a dance party in a club or something. And all I could think when they were switching between those two scenes is like, wow, they must be so sweaty and smell like the ocean. As if like they went to the beach and then immediately went to a club. And that's like it's not a fun time if you've ever done it. But
you would know. You're our Florida resident.
I would know. I've done it. Anyone that's been to PCB over their spring break should know it, but it's good. Love summer.
Very cool. Jay Kizzle, thank you for giving us a chat and welcome here. They said Catch Me If You Can was the first without Jess. And then Gondo asked if we skipped Catch Me If You Can, and I think we did, unfortunately. But maybe we'll add it on to the end. Who knows? We'll have to stick around. But yeah, very cool. I think we're all positive. I think genuinely, across the board, I think we all like summer songs for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard not to like a summer
song.
It's literally time to P-A-R-T-Y.
It is time to P-A-R-T-Y. I'm going to remember that.
You're going to remember how to spell party? Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all for my English illiterate people out there. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. But very, very cool. All right. Well, we're gonna move on to the next one here, which it looks like we have is Lionheart. Is this like a new era for them, Alex? Like, or are we getting into like a next
Like a
phase for them? I'm just curious in terms of like the title songs, of like how much they jump, you know.
I think this is from the same
album. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Ah, okay. Gondo says Lionheart was spoiled at the start of Party. Okay. Very cool.
Oh.
That makes sense. All right. And Youth Waltz is that same album as Party. All right, cool. Well, let's get into Lionheart now.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, yeah.
I love a music video that makes me hungry.
Demigod Gog. No, not the fucking puppet.
너와 나 처음 만났을 때 마치 사자처럼 맴돌다 기회를 노려 내 맘 뺏은 너.
What the fuck?
넌 달라진 게 없어 여전해. 난 애 같아도 또 다 사냥감 찾아 한눈 파는 너. 수백 번 밀어내야 했는데 수천 번 널 떠나야 했는데. Tell me why 왜 맘이 자꾸 흔들리니. 난 여기 네 옆에 있잖니. 정신 차려 Lionheart. 넌 내 같아. 내 맘이 더는 식지 않게. 난 여기저기 뛰노는 너의 맘 길들일래 넌 자유로운 영혼 여전해. 충실해본 눈앞에 지금 네 옆에 난 안 보이니. 수백 번 고민해봐도 수천 번 결국 답은 너인데. Tell me why 왜 맘이 자꾸 흔들리니. 난 여기 네 옆에 있잖니. 정신 차려 Lionheart. 넌 내 같아. 내 맘이 더는 식지 않게. 난 여기저기 뛰노는 너의 맘 길들일래 Lionheart. 고리 잠자는 나의 코끝을 baby. 네가 건드려 나도 화가 나. Tell me why 내 맘이 자꾸 흔들리니. 난 여기 네 옆에 있잖니. 정신 차려 Lionheart. 넌 내 같아. 내 맘이 더는 식지 않게. 난 여기저기 뛰노는 너의 맘 길들일래 Lionheart. 길들일래 Lionheart. Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. 모두 다 아니라 해도 좋을 때 있지 않나. 사실은 좀 되지 뭐. 바람보다 빠른 눈치로 햇살처럼 따뜻한 맘 길들일래 너의 Lionheart. 산책 같은 너의 Lionheart. 여기 와서 앉아. 내 곁에만 있어. 한눈 팔지 마 Lionheart.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh my gosh. Dramatic.
Oh my god. That was great. Guys, that is Lionheart by Girls' Generation. I feel like I'm in a fever dream, so that's all I'm going to say.
What a trip.
What a trip.
I didn't realize we were getting a harem in this whole
Oh my god.
playlist.
Guys, we do not support animal cruelty, so, you know, just want to let you know that we do not support Girls' Generation beating up animals, you know.
Unless they're a man dressed as an animal
they're a
that's
man
cheating on
dressed
all
as-
of them.
Yeah.
We don't
He's
support
a lion
furry. We don't support furry harems.
Unless it's what you're into.
I will say I was gonna make a comment about him fixing the car, and I was gonna be like, oh, that's where young Kay learned how to fix cars. It all tied
yes.
together. It's all tied
Young
together.
Kay got his
Young
start.
Kay got his start as a lion
Oh
man.
my god.
I guess I'll start. I enjoyed the song. The song is very like swing vibes, you know. It's got that kind of like good vibe. I don't know. There's just something really like happy and like positive about kind of like the song itself, and I just couldn't help but just have like more of a smile on my face. Obviously, like the humor aspects of the music video were also great, and I feel like that also made me laugh about it as well. But I think the song itself was also really well put together. I like that kind of like descending melody that they do in I think it's in the chorus, just as like really cool, like light melodies. But I will also say in terms of like vocal like craziness, I don't feel like it's like they had like too much of a pop off moment, which is completely fine. I don't feel like a song like this probably is, you know, deserving of a song that just goes absolutely crazy, but I feel like it keeps in the lane, which is nice. And I obviously think that this song definitely benefits from watching the music video, because you get kind of like that like positive like ha 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 moments that you would see watching the music video, but then also like the song is like very light and kind of keeps with that like good theming as well. So yeah, I thought this was a solid track. I'd be more curious to listen to it like on Spotify without like the advent of the music video. But I think the song itself, like the bones, I thought it was good. I liked it. Solid.
Good bones.
Good bones.
Yeah, I also liked it. I've heard it before, but it didn't entirely stand out to me. But after watching the music video, it's way more memorable. I think that was some of the funniest work we've seen from them.
Yeah.
There was a date on the ticket on like he gave everyone an invitation to that party where he like, I don't know, was gonna cheat on them together or something, right?
Yeah, I was also
Yikes.
wondering what all the numbers meant.
Yeah, I was trying to look it up because it was like 17, 19, 08, 05, which 08, 05 was their debut date, I guess. And I don't know what the 17, 19 was. If any of you know, I'm curious.
Let us know. Yeah.
But yeah, that was cute. I thought it was nice having each of the members have their own sort of meet cute with like their own sort of personalities, I guess,
Yeah,
laced
yeah.
in. And And then similarly ending the song with each of them beating him up in their own way. That's very heartwarming to me. And I feel like Girls' Generation will be the one to cure me of this haterade
Yeah.
that I've been
Just put all
sipping.
your haterade in that lion, and then just imagine beating the
Yeah.
shit out of him. Then there you go. you'll
Yeah,
be
he
fine.
got what he deserved. Yeah.
Depression cured.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the choreography was it's very like I can remember this particular I guess era of girl groups, or it was probably previous to this. I remember seeing a lot of like swinging choreography or swing choreography incorporated in the girl group stuff, and I didn't understand why. I still don't entirely understand why that was a trend, but I know Wonder Girls did it. I know Girls' Generation has done it. I think there was the other one I'm thinking of. I know I've seen this concept before, and I'm just curious where the trend came up. Was it Girls' Generation that started it, and everyone just sort of followed suit?
Could be.
But that's cute.
All right, I'm gonna borrow the haterade from Therese.
How dare you?
I like the video. I just don't like the song. It's not that it's a bad song.
That's fair. Yeah.
It just feels like so. I think saying I don't like the song isn't fair. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't like it in comparison to all the title tracks that I've really liked. It just is a little too like muted for me, maybe. Like a little
Mhm.
It's just that style of music, like that type of beat that I feel like doesn't really go to many different places. It doesn't really like do much for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I thought that the vocals were fine, where the vocals were good, where where they would be. I thought that I guess it was a bridge. I was trying to sort of understand the structure of the song because I thought we were getting into a final chorus at the end, but it didn't really feel like it fully got into a chorus. It like I thought it was like an alternate chorus, but it ended up sort of just being like an outro at the end. But there was like a bridge or a post chorus or something before that that I thought was really a good change for the song that I really enjoyed.
Agreed. Yep.
Otherwise, the song kind of is very one note to me. And it's not that like I would change it if it came on. It's just like if I'm searching Girls' Generation on Spotify, it's not one of the songs I'm like going to click on when I'm looking for a Girls' Generation song.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would kind of agree with you on that a little bit to some measure, but I also kind of like the jazzy kind of swing type beat,
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Very nice. And
What
then
we got next? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, UFO gave us her comment, said it embraces the 1960s American retro sound, has kind of a jazz melody, ear grabbing bass line, and then the lyrics talk about all of them falling in love with the lion, and then basically they're trying to tame the lion. So very cool. Right. I think we're going to move on to the next one here, which looks to be You Think. So,
Yep.
we'll hop right into
You
this
think
one.
what?
I don't know. I think a lot of things, Therese.
Hmm.
A lot of thoughts.
Do we? No, just kidding.
내 생각에 마음이 아파 밤을 새 네가 날 걱정해 좀 듣는 얘기 혼자 가진 착한 척나 때문에 눈물 나는 척 너의 모든 SNS에 쓰네 너만 상처받은 얘기 이미 지나버린 지워버린 시간 속에 불러주던 my name 한때 너무나 반짝였던 너와 나 간직하려 했던 화려했던 추억 다 너는 뱉어 멋대로 뱉어 차갑게 뱉어 You think you're real cool You think you're real cool 네 생각일 뿐 Boy you ain't cooler than me now You think you're real cool You think you're real cool 네 착각일 뿐 Boy you ain't cooler than me now
They're probably right.
Yeah.
어느새 또 우리 얘기들 전해 사람들이 널 집중하게 이용했어 날 가시도 친 bad girl 떠들어대는 걸 적당히 눈 감아주니까 또 손을 넘어 자꾸 느려지는 구름 아래 쏟아지는 말 속에 나 홀라간 흘린 눈물과 내가 받은 상처 보란 듯이 너는데 모두 뱉어 가볍게 뱉어 우습게 뱉어 You think you're real cool You think you're real cool 내 생각일 뿐 Boy you ain't cool to me now You think you're real cool 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 내 착각일 뿐 Boy you ain't cool to me now Boy 자신 없어 back 이제 왔어 왜 아련히 날 보니 안 보니 제대로 말해 what 길을 못 펴 왜 네가 멋대로 막 써내려간 가십 속의 bad girl 괜찮아 뭐 결국엔 다 내게 return 똑똑히 좀 들어 내가 한 선택 후회할 마음 전혀 없어 go away 온 세상이 너 하나뿐인 줄만 알던 나냐 더 분명한 답 너에겐 난 미치게 아까운 여자란 걸 You think you're real cool You think you're real cool 네 생각일 뿐 Boy you ain't cool to me now You think you're real cool 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 네 착각일 뿐 Boy you ain't cool to me now
I will say, I think it's pretty wild that the three songs we just listened to are, all, I think, all on the same release from what I saw. Am I correct on that?
I think so.
That's wild. It would vastly
Yeah.
different songs.
They can do it all.
They can. I had to let Girls' Generation cook on that one. If you are just joining us, this was "You Think" by Girls' Generation.
All right, what a song. This
What a song.
Yeah, really.
Youthful mentioned exactly what I was gonna bring up first. It was this reminds me so much of like a song that Ariana Grande and Jessie J would put out in like 2014 or 2015.
Mm-hmm.
It's like got the same type of vocals in the chorus with like the ad libs and like how the
Yeah.
vocal inflections are. It's very obviously like not the verses and the rap sections and stuff, but as far as the chorus goes, it is so reminiscent of that like mid 2010s like pop kind of radio stuff that they were doing. Which is cool. I love that kind of stuff. So I like this song as well. This song, I think, for Girls' Generation at the time is very like modern, more modern than a lot of their stuff has previously sounded. At least like where we're at today. Like this is a song that I could still hear. I feel like a group putting out like now, and it wouldn't throw me off that much. So, yeah, I really like this. I think the vocals were great, specifically Taeyeon and Tiffany had really some great vocal runs. I thought the rap section was, I think, my favorite that we've heard from a Girls' Generation song so far, as far as what we've listened to.
Agreed.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's fun. Beat's fun.
Therese, you
Yeah.
wanna go?
Yeah, this was interesting to listen to because when I was listening to the background, you could hear that like the bass kind of going throughout the entire song, and that sounded very modern. But then they also have a ton of like horns and some strings at some point that made it a little more old sounding. So I feel like the contradiction of those two elements made it sound fresh to today. um, and I really liked it. I think if it came out now, it'd kill on the charts. I think this is like a very good use of having all 8 members at this point. Is that right? Um,
Yeah.
they like this is why you want to have a lot of people in a group, is so that they can perform on stage and they can do all this crazy belting and just sort of switch out between different members to like get different parts in. I love when K-pop songs utilize that to their advantage, because it that's like the one thing that Western groups can't do. Like Jessie J and Ariana Grande can belt all day, but it's just the two of them. Like they can't do it the whole time.
Yeah.
Girls' Generation can.
They can't
Stamina.
cook the entire time. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really, really good. Also, visually, very mature. I loved the nails in the apple. I don't know why. I think Taeyeon was holding it at some point. And I'm like, she's not going to eat that. I really hope she doesn't eat that. Her poor throat, her poor vocal cords. But it was like creating that sort of edge to them that I feel like has missed in the past, but we got some of it. I don't know. It's been very polished up until now, outside of the crazy switch up time that we had at the beginning of this react.
That's true. That's true.
I keep getting more excited to see where they're going to go next. I really like the mature girl group sounds.
Yeah.
You don't have to say the
Yep.
name. I know what we're talking.
Wow.
It's triggering.
Haterade's back. No, I feel like I was trying to kind of collect my thoughts on this song because I really loved this song. I think the best adjective I could use to describe this song is timeless. It has as both Therese and Alex mentioned, I feel like it's a song that if I heard now and I didn't know it was a Girls' Generation track and it just came out from like, you know, a newer group, I would have been like, oh, this is a fucking dope song. I like this song. And for the sheer fact that it was released back on August 18th of 2015, that's such a testament, I feel like, to how well this song has aged. So I love that. The rap section was definitely through me because I know that they are not particularly like a rap, you know, focused group. Certainly, obviously, I don't even think that may have existed back during that time anyway. But
Oh, it existed.
oh, it was just not good.
I didn't say that.
Okay, well, I'm just inferring. But I feel like for me it was like that was a cool, like I think to me that was kind of what made it, I feel like, feel a little bit more closer to something that could have been released a couple years ago, where I'm like, oh cool, there's like this nice little like rap section that was like pretty solid, like the vocals are crazy, like it definitely gave me like that sort of mentality as opposed to like if maybe I heard it when it originally came out, I would be like, holy shit, there's like so much new stuff that they added, like this is crazy, you know what I mean? Like, because with doing some of the groups that we have done where we're able to kind of take a look further back in time, I think it's always curious, it always makes me intrigued to see, like, now having listened to K-pop for like almost a year, it's like it's cool to see where like things have shifted over that time frame, and like to kind of like understand like to some degree, you know, where some of these groups pull like influences and like certain like subsections of songs and stuff, like kind of vibes and things. So it is very cool to me that that all of those things that I'm familiar with now are kind of like happened back then, I guess, per se. But But yeah, pretty much I'm gonna retweet both Alex and Therese. I think this was a great track, and definitely one I'll be probably spinning pretty frequently because I really enjoyed this. This was really, really well put together. And again, the diversity in songs between this release is pretty intense. So I'll have to probably check out the full album and see what other ones I'm missing out on. But yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. I like this. Youthful says K-pop originated from hip hop / rap, but it's not present in all K-pop. Huh.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention. I was listening to the Soju Talk podcast, which is great. Y'all should go listen to it. They pointed out something that I didn't realize, but feel stupid now. The Young Posse song was originated from "Come Back Home" by Soteji and the Boys, like one of the first ever K-pop songs, and it's like really prevalent in the beat. Go listen to "Come Back Home." Go listen to XXL. Great stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Very cool. The more you know. That I don't have the meme for that, guys. Sorry, but we are going to move on to the next one, which is "Holiday."
Woohoo!
I don't know.
Go listen to both.
Is this on the same? Is this on the same? This is not on the same release. I
think we're on to the next release now.
Okay.
I think it's "Holiday" and "All Night" are the two songs off of the next release we're doing.
Very cool. All right, let's get into "Holiday" then.
Oh, not a Christmas song then.
This is in Green Day. They really sang at the end.
Wow.
Crushed it. All right, guys.
Woo.
That was Holiday by Girls' Generation, if you're just tuning in.
Man, what a treat for me. Another summer song added to the list.
You're just eating. You're eating good.
I'm
tonight.
eating today.
You're eating. You
Man,
wanna
I
go
was
first?
bopping. This is a yeah. I was having fun. This is a good song, man. I forgot about this song kind of. Not in a bad way. I just
No, I know.
stuff
no.
just
there's
gets
a
buried.
lot. There's a lot of music. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like it's so like big band Hollywoody, which is like the vibe they were going for, and fun with like the horn samples, and it's so end of summer festival-y feeling, which makes sense. It came out in August. It was just such a good vibe, and the vocals are so good. Tiffany sounded so good in her verse part. Hyoyeon's rap section was great.
Agreed.
Great again. And I think that was Taeyeon popping off at the end with the vocals, like the whistle notes.
The whistle notes.
Kind of. Dude, incredible. For like a fun, kind of bouncy, lighthearted summer song to like have those really strong vocal parts in there too, and the choreo is super fun. I just think it's a really good, fun package.
I want to say at the end, those ladies took us to church. You know, took us to church. You know, I was feeling that. No, this is great. I think Alex kind of took all my major points. I will say, like, instrumentation wise, like, again, they've been crushing it with like some really cool like synth work. I love like kind of the through line funky bass riffs. I feel like that's what, again, as Therese mentioned earlier, you know, funky bass riffs equals summer song, you know. So I feel like, you know, we're 2 for 2 tonight on that comment. But yeah, I just think it's like really well orchestrated, both in like the music video aspect of it, especially like the bridge portion of this song, both in like the actual musicality, but also the way it was shot. I just love how they like pan through like the doors basically, and they like went into the different sections. Just I think was really well shot. And then on top of that, just to have a really like more like melodic and like more like ethereal sort of bridge section to kind of again send that next part to that like insane last chorus of the song was really cool. So yeah, this one's amongst my favorites as well, I would say, for sure. This one is another just heater Girls' Generation track. Definitely one of my favorites for sure. Therese, your thoughts?
This sounds so modern, or like it could have come out last year. And I was looking through the discography, and I guess we'll get into it, but this was the last album you guys heard since, and then there was Forever One, but there was a large gap between this album and the next, which I find interesting. I find that very interesting. But more about this song. I really liked it's a lot of the same elements I noticed of like the old and the new coming together with like the jazzy horns and like the soft synth and like the keyboard melody going on that's like panning between your ears. I really liked that melody. The is really cute.
Agreed.
This was one where like I was too distracted by the instrumentals to actually watch the video that much, but I could tell it was a lot of dancing and fun being had. From what I did watch, confirmed Soo Young is still my bias. She's so cute. She makes me smile when she walks in the room. That's what biases do. That's just what, like, you get excited to see them when you go into work. Yeah, one of those.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But
Fair.
but this is a really cool song. I'm definitely gonna listen to this more because I love all the little melodies going on, and I love their group singing, their ensemble singing. So yeah, can you guys explain to me what happened where like this huge gap happened?
Yeah,
like why did they not
I have no idea.
Why did they just leave us on this cliffhanger of a great
Like,
summer song?
Between, well, there's one more song from this album.
Yeah.
And then,
Okay.
well, I guess from this release, yeah, there's a big gap. I think it was just like general, like
Walcott's answer was
military.
great.
Ouch. If I don't see bald Taeyeon,
Oh no!
do it. Do it.
No,
yeah,
no,
contracts
no.
expire, join other companies. That's what I was under the impression, that it was just like general.
Oh,
like-
just the typical contract
Yeah.
situation. Interesting.
Because I know that they all like came back out of SM to do
Right.
Forever One.
Dang.
So
Well,
Good
they
for
made
them.
it past 7.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, kudos.
technically they're still together, right?
Technically, it's still
That's what we
active,
found
I
out.
think.
They had
Yeah.
they had another album released, so. Well, then I'm excited if we're gonna listen to another song from this album.
Yeah, Youthful said they haven't disbanded. They are still active. Walcott confirmed as well too. So
Cool.
very cool. Good for them. Glad
Damn.
they're still doing it. But to continue on the fantastic girl generation train, we are going to be listening to All Night, which is the other song on this dual release. Asian Boy says they
Clean
worked.
version.
Huh? What?
What are they saying in the explicit version?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh boy. Clean version. I just saw that. I was like, holy shit. Okay. Asian Boy Holder says they worked it into their contract to stay a group even though a few members left SM. Okay.
Yeah, which seems to be increasingly more popular these days as the industry moves on. So yeah, it seems like it's pretty open ended. And yeah, I agree with Gondo. They're saying like it's not that I wouldn't necessarily say they're still active, but they're not disbanded.
Okay, yeah. I went on
like a
Reddit
limbo.
and they were like, clean version doesn't mean there's an explicit version. It's just like there's a performance version and the documentary version, I guess.
Okay. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Prison
Okay,
Power
okay.
says clean version.
It's like, what
versions
could they
with-
possibly say?
Prison Power says clean version is versions with them talking about their history as a group and what the group means to them. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, I'll go out of my way to watch that because
We're going to go cry.
that sounds interesting.
Get in. We're going to cry tonight. Anyway, that was a meme. So we're going to listen to All Night. This is the next song. Man, they like to party a lot. So many songs about party.
Party.
P-A-R-T-Y.
알고 있잖아 all night 우린 밤새도록 alright 웃고 놀 거야 cause we hot and sweet baby 여름의 전류기를 간지럽힐 때 눈물에 비친 불꽃놀이 흔들릴 때 바보처럼 다시 널 사랑하게 돼 all night all night all night 어떻게 지내서 묻고 싶은데 넌 정말이지 좋아 보여서 나도 그냥 웃어버렸어 If you get it on 사랑에 빠지면
Okay.
무모한 일처럼 계속되면 거짓말처럼 서로 녹아들어 All night, all night, all night 사랑이란 건 정해진 건 없어 흘러넘치는 대로 가자 honey Even my fever 흠뻑 끓여 마셔 All night, all night, all night Hey, check it, let it go 이번 party chillin' 깊이 점점 뜨거워지고 어찌 할 바를 모른 우리들도 서로를 만들기만 하고 있고 So drop it, just drop it on the floor 그날과 똑같은 너만의 baby face 좋아했던 spicy 그 향기에 알 수 없는 기분마저 들려가네 All night, all night, all If you get it 사랑에 빠지면 힘 맞추는 계속되면 거짓말처럼 서로 녹아들어 All night, all night, all night 정해진 건 없어 서럽지는 대로 가자 honey 이 맘의 fever 흠뻑 들여 마셔 All night, all night, all night
All right, very cool. That was All Night by Girls' Generation.
That was
What
the
a song.
sparkliest stuff I've ever seen. The most sparkles on the most girls
Sparkles?
that I have ever seen. I
Is it
did.
a sparkly song? It is.
It.
Is this going to be added onto your
Is
sparkly
it?
playlist, Therese?
No, not
Okay,
really.
okay.
I didn't expect it to be like a runway banger, you know? Like I didn't
Like a-
expect the beat to go that
maybe-
direction, but
Gonna be
when they were
voguing,
building
yeah.
it up, yeah, when they were building it up, I thought it was going to drop into another, I guess, summer chorus or something, but that would have been too much summer, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it keeps up with that like similar vibe though. It's not like a complete vibe switch, which I
No,
enjoyed. It's very
It's-
like it's got that like 90s house kind of beat going on with like the really minimalistic first drop into the chorus, and then it picks up, adds a little bit of instrumentation. I love that kind of stuff. It like Therese, you mentioned, it feels super super runway and very
Yeah.
sparkly and very. It sounds like what the music video should have sounded like. If that makes
okay,
sense.
yeah, that does make sense because we're definitely in dark mode now. If Holiday was light mode, this
Yeah.
is dark mode, and makes sense because it's called All Night. I thought it was
Yeah.
solid. I think it's very. I appreciate the dance break into what's it called? The slow part of the song. Into bridge.
Bridge or breakdown. It
I
kind of
had-
had a little bit of a
yeah.
breakdown-esque feel, yeah.
The dance break into the bridge was really interesting. It brought up a question that I'll pose to you guys after you finish your thoughts, but it's solid. A little bit, I wouldn't say repetitive. There is some repeating going on, but I think I like Holiday more. But it's still good. Still good.
Alex, you want to go next? I'll close it out, I think.
Yeah, I kind of mostly said my piece in the song already, but yeah, I think this song sort of just keeps up momentum that we got with Holiday, and like that, like it's a different kind of party song. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Holiday is like an end of summer beach party song.
Yeah.
This is like,
After,
you're
after
done with
party.
the beach. This is like the song that was playing in the club scene from Holiday that we weren't hearing.
Yeah.
When they're all
yeah.
sweaty and they smell like the ocean.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yeah.
Taeyeon killed me in this song. She looked so good.
Yeah.
I
agreed.
thought Tiffany sounded amazing. Again, Hyoyeon killing the rap verse. It's been like a good run of like the last 3 or 4 songs for her. She's somebody that I've never really. It's not that I know she can rap, but I've for a lot of the Girls' Generation discography, I just haven't really liked her rap style.
Fair.
I think this like last run of the more recent stuff we've been into, I think she really like found her pocket, at least for me personally, and it has sounded great. Oh yeah, I think this
Agree.
is super fun and very different for them too, which is like a cool way to. I mean, we didn't know that they were going to come back after this, so kind of like a cool song to go out on, even if it was not an official like out song, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I think for me, I also enjoyed this song. I would probably be on the same team of that. I preferred Holiday versus this one, but I think this one is very close second. I love the synth work going on in the song. It's got that kind of like 80s 90s like really intricate stuff going on. I like a lot of like the arpeggiation and some of like the cool like synth lines. Very cool. As well as that, I don't know who had like the short like I guess it would be considered like more of a bob cut, I guess. But if somebody knows in chat, let me know. But I liked her vocals. It had this kind of like warmth to it. It wasn't Taeyeon. It might be Soyeon. Is it? I don't know. I know it's not Taeyeon because I'm pretty familiar with Taeyeon. But I liked her vocals. I thought it was really it had this kind of like interesting kind of warmth to it that I hadn't really picked up on in previous Girls' Generation songs, but I felt like this song definitely gave a little bit more I got a lot more out of it in terms of that. But yeah, I think this is a very well written song. And I think as well as that I think it kind of does a like yin and yang sort of a thing where I feel like Holiday has more of that like upbeat kind of lighter sound, and this one kind of has that, again, that sort of darker thing. So I think they kind of mesh out very well in terms of the songs kind of being both title tracks. I think they lend itself well in that sort of situation. To me I thought it was very fun. I am also gonna look up who I think it is.
Most replayed.
Is it?
Who's this girl?
Who's this girl? Oh. I will pull it up for you guys.
Who's this girl? Oh my gosh, she's wearing a wolf shirt.
The left.
Classic.
The one on the left. Let me know, chat. Okay, cool. We're correct. Yeah, she was great. So big salutes to her. I think she sounded awesome in this song specifically. I'll be trying to keep an ear out for future songs. But yeah, no, this was I think if I again was living in the time of Girl Generation and I didn't know if they were going to be coming back, I think both titled songs were great songs. So great way to end out, I would argue. But we are not done. We got a couple more songs here. So the next one we have on here is Forever One, which is their most current comeback.
It is their most current. Yeah, the long awaited surprise reunion
15th
extravaganza.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Very
That's
cool.
a long gap.
That is a long gap.
I feel for you
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, it was like a 5-year-ish gap, something like that. So super cool, super unexpected. I never thought that after like this party all night era that we were gonna
PARTY.
get another Girls' Generation album.
Right?
That's true.
So I think like given the context of like the gap and the context of like what Forever One is about and everything, it's very emotional. I think. So yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much without. Yeah, I'll cry. Probably.
He cried.
We're gonna.
I'll cry for the thumbnail.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, do
Thanks,
it.
Alex. All right. Awesome. Anyway, this is for everyone.
Forever one. It's love. We're not stopping. 네가 머문 이 세상이 더 아름다운 건 겁없이 외치던 말 사랑의 너를 영원하게. You and I 터지는 눈물이
God, I clicked on the wrong one. Stop.
Oh
Stop.
no! Now we have
Stop.
to listen to Taya.
No. We're going back. We're going back. I'm sorry. As much as I'd like to listen to Taeyeon,
Oh.
can't do it. Sorry, guys. That was Forever One. And also to the
What do you
X.
think, Brandon?
Just a little, yeah. I thought this was good. I was kind of surprised at where they were gonna go sonically, just because obviously there's a gap in time where they weren't making, obviously doing whatever they were doing musically, whether it be solo stuff or I don't know, maybe taking a break. I don't know if any of them took a break, but it felt very anthemic, if that makes sense. Like there is something about this song that just like even reading the lyricism as well too, it just felt very like anthemic, and so I like that element of it. I also appreciate that they kind of like gave the spotlight to like each member. Like I think that obviously they've always done a really good job of utilizing that, but I felt like maybe more than any other song, I felt like this song kind of had them all be separate and have their own kind of moments, and then as the song kind of progressed, they kind of bled into each other a little bit more. So I do like that element of it. I thought this was a really, really well put together song. As I mentioned in the previous song, I will say that I can tell why people may have been like emotional about this, because obviously anytime I imagine a group comes back, like, I'm sure you can feel some sort of emotion for it, but I felt probably the most emotion for, I hope I'm saying her name right, is it Seyeon? It's the Seohyun?
Sohyun?
Sohyun? Yeah, she was great. I did notice her vocals again. I also love the her in the bridge. I thought she really crushed it in that section of the song as well. And yeah, this was a very well put together song. I enjoyed it. I think if I was a fan of Girls' Generation and I knew they were coming back, I feel like I'd feel pretty good about this song. At least from my perspective.
If I can piggyback, I think on what you were saying about like all of them getting like their own moments. I feel like that was like indicative of like real life, because in their gap between their last release and this album, like they all did have their own moments. Like they all did have their own careers.
Oh, okay.
And like other stuff going on, and I think it seemed like at least they were like showcasing that in the video, as well as referencing like other past. It seems like they were paying a lot of homage to like older Girls' Generation stuff, obviously like with the sampling, and like it seems like some of the stages and outfits were maybe reminiscent of older songs, but individual scenes and like what they were doing was very like seemed celebratory of like where their careers are at now, which I think definitely helps like drive that, like sort of watching them grow and watching them like expand as musicians and as artists, and like in whatever career paths they've gone. So it's super cool to like kind of see all that branching out and then see it reeled back into what we all know them from. So I think that is where a lot of the like the emotion comes from, at least for me, is like when you have these groups that sort of become inactive or disband or whatever you want to say happens. A lot of the times they go off and do all sorts of different career paths and go different directions, and a lot of times that can lead to things just kind of falling to the wayside. So I think that them all kind of not capitalizing, but like acknowledging that they're all doing different career paths but still are one, and coming back and doing the song and like an album, honestly, is really cool to experience. The song itself I think is great. I don't really don't have any complaints about it at all. I really think all their voices were great. I thought the choreo was so fun. All the set designs and music video stuff I already mentioned, but I loved it all. I think Hyoyeon singing that last chorus was super cool. Like when she gets more singing parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, emotional, big positive.
Big emotional, big positive. I think I was able to pick out the showcases they had for each member because I saw DJ Hyo and I
Yeah.
saw, of course, Taeyeon with the mic on stage doing her solo thing. And then like there were a few girls that were actresses or models, and I think I saw Tiffany on a plane, which was
I did see
indicative
that.
to like going back to the US for promotion, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't I don't think I noticed that when I first watched this music video, or like if I did, I didn't fully know what the members were doing
Sure.
in that time. So knowing now is like, wow, they really knew what they were doing with that. The song itself, I love. I feel like it's such. If I didn't know any better, I'd be like, wow, they're going on a world tour because it's such like a big arena, big stadium song.
Yeah.
But it's done in such an SM way that I can't exactly like explain, but it's apparent in the, I guess, production and instrumentals.
Mm-hmm.
They still hit from debut to now with their ensemble vocals. Like they can go off and they can do their runs and stuff, but I will always like their ensemble vocals the most when they're all singing together. And that's part of the emotion of, you know, having them together. So it was interesting.
Big agree.
Cool. We're not done.
We're
I
not
did
done.
pick 2 B-sides off of the Forever One album that I thought would just be fun to check out. I feel like I would. They're interesting songs, and I think they're good to check out with anybody here who maybe doesn't know them. To see a different side, and just kind of for fun. Top off our little, I guess, first part of our Girls' Generation series. Really like the main title tracks.
Title tracks, yeah. Correct. All right. Well, the next one we have on here is Villain. So I think we're gonna hop right into it.
Oh, they're bad girls.
모두 다 숨죽인 도시 이 밤은 소리 없는 panic 너를 지켜줄 hero 대신 열어둘게 여기 backseat Trust me 포장도로 벗어나 all flow low driving 긁히고 부서져 the flow 난 선택지 쫓기는 게 아니야 앞서갈 뿐이지 yeah 겁이 없어지면 들수록 get funny 룰을 벗어나면 쉬워져 don't worry don't doubt it I'm about it this is the way 아슬아슬한 game 지금부터 Come with the feeling cause I'm busy killing it 가라 네 기대보다 완벽한 나를 원해 Come with the feeling cause 자꾸 진툴에 박힌 안 봐도 본 것 같은 ending 완벽한 밀란의 타이밍 It's a story counting 3, 2, 1 Trust me 어딜 봐도 copycat 캐리카 뿐이지 애매하게 쎄한 척 딱지를 세게 뒤질러도 피 한 방울 안 날 정도는 돼야지 Yeah 날 더 싫어하면 할수록 get funny 밤이 깊어지면 질수록 get lucky Don't doubt it I'm about it 뻔뻔해져 또 괜찮아 say you want it 원한다면 가져야 해 keep running Don't doubt it I'm about it This is the way 아슬아슬한 게임 지금부터 돼 Call me the villain cause I'm busy killing it Caught up 네 is the way. 아슬아슬한 game. 지금부터 play. Call me the villain, 'cause I'm busy killing it. 내 기대보다 완벽한 나를 원해. Call me the villain, 'cause I'm busy killing.
All right. That was Villain by Girls' Generation.
All right, Brandon, thoughts?
This is a banger. This is heat. I love this song. This one,
Yeah.
they popped off, you know. I would be surprised if this isn't amongst people's favorite Girls' Generation songs, honestly. Especially, like, I would argue more modern Girls' Generation tracks. I mean, it just, everyone crushed it. I don't even think I could. I think I loved just the ensemble vocals in the chorus are really sick. Like, the rap parts from were great. Like, it just kind of, like, I think it kind of speaks to the talent of their group. And, like, it's cool that they still have, like, such a talent to the way that they do things in a way that it's like, I feel like when you're an older group, and maybe I'm misspeaking a little bit, but, like, I'd imagine, like, you want to obviously get with whatever's coming out in the current, like, scape of K-pop music, and I feel like they did a pretty good job of, like, not only keeping to their roots as a group, but also still, like, delving out and trying to do stuff that's, like, a little bit more of the current, you know, what's ever currently in the space, if that makes sense. You know, like, I think they have like a foot in both.
That's a good question, though. Did any of their B-sides prior to this album sound like this? Or is this kind of like a new sound to them?
None that I'm aware of. Like this song specifically, none that I've heard before.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that would be, yeah, I'd be curious to know that as well. But yeah, no, this was like a 12 out of 10 for me. Like, great energy. Just the whole song is, like, extremely well done. So yeah, I definitely love this one. This is a great one.
Yeah, when I first heard this, I had originally thought that, like, my phone, like, shuffled into, like, another group's playlist or something.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
when I was
fair,
first listening
yeah.
to the songs, I was like, what am I hearing right now? Why is this so, like, modern SM coded?
Yeah. Agreed.
But it's cool. I mean, it's cool to see a group like Girls' Generation who's been around for so long, kind of tackle these, like, more modern genres and style of songs and, like, absolutely kill it. You know what I mean? It's different, but it still sounds like them. There's a lot of spice to this song that I think makes me gravitate towards it. Specifically, this song made me really interested in Yuna because I thought her rap part was delivered so perfectly. I just never heard that from her before. So this song, like, brought me, like, more interest in members that I hadn't particularly paid too much attention in before. So yeah, I thought this was just a fun, different song that you know, needed to be heard.
Agreed. Therese, your thoughts?
I didn't know that Tiffany helped write this. That makes me like it so much more now that I know what the lyrics are saying, because when I first heard the song, it was already, like, my favorite song in the album. I was listening to it all the time. And call me a villain because I'm busy killing is a good line. I wonder if she ever talked about, like, writing the lyrics to this song, her and Sooyoung, it looks like, because I mean, I took it in a very empowering way where, like, as a woman, it's easy for people to call you a villain if you're, like, ahead of the game, when you're really just, like, holding yourself to higher standards than other people do.
Hmm.
And I definitely felt that in these lyrics, like breaking away from paved road, like going off road. It's scratched and broken. It's more fun choice. We're not being chased. We're just ahead. Oh, bars.
Yeah.
Sick stuff. And I even made the joke where like when I was listening to it, it sounds so different from what I expected a Girls' Generation song to sound like. I think the other song I really liked on this album was Lucky Like That, and that was much more what I was expecting. And then going into like this song at, and the next song that I know Alex put on here, um I made the joke. I was like, did they take Girls' Generation to Kwangya? Because it really sounded like something I would have heard from aespa. uh, yeah,
that's-
youthful.
Yeah,
Did
youthful,
they have it
yeah.
in the lyrics? Oh wait, I must have missed that. They did. Yeah, that's hilarious. I don't know if I don't know if they should have added Kwangya in here, but
Should not
Was it
have.
actually Kwangya, or
It's
were they
Kwangya.
just saying something that sounded
I mean,
like
so
Kwangya?
Gwangya is a word in Korean,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's a coincidence that they use that word because it
Yeah,
means like heaven or something, right?
Right. The context they used it in makes it sound like a Kwangya reference. I don't
Right.
know 100% if it was or wasn't, but
No,
it would
I
make
don't think
it would make sense. I wouldn't put it past SM. That's all I'll say.
Last two episodes, including recording some of the songs for this album, mentioned being inspired by the Corella movie. Ooh, nice.
Interesting.
That's good.
That's cool.
That's good.
Yeah. His house says, I think Oscar may be kind of close in type of, I'd imagine referring to like the modern and, obviously Girls' Generation sound. At least closer than other B-sides, but this is much more modern. So, yeah. Okay.
Interesting. I mean,
Very
they had
cool.
a big gap, so
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
it's going to be hard to sound like old Girls' Generation without sounding out of date.
Sure. Yeah. Of course. Of course.
Cool.
Well, before we get into the last song, I do want to recommend everyone go listen to this album if you haven't already. I'm sure most of the people watching or hanging out have, but I wouldn't even say that like these two songs we're listening to are even my favorites on the album. I just think that they are good ones to listen to. I think that people would like for us to check out.
Okay.
I think like Paper Plane or 17 are probably two of my favorites, that besides Forever One off the track. This next one we're getting into is probably up there for favorites on there too. It's a interesting one.
It's a banger.
But the whole album honestly is so good. It touches so many different genres. It's all over the place. Very, very, very good.
Very cool. All right. Well, the last one for this stream, and I imagine at some point we will be tackling all of their solo material. But
I think there's some solo stuff, subunit stuff. I think there's more to come after a little bit of a breather.
Little pause. Yeah. All right. So this last one is You Better Run. So let's get into it.
분명히 말했었지 더 멋진 너되는 그날 깜빡주겠다고 지금인걸 I'm ready 다 killing me 한시간 돌려줄게 내 선택 I'm back 강해져 전사처럼 무장한 채넌 아마도 chaotic 왜 그렇게 you better run 하라 그랬잖아 심판의 순간이야 나를 봐 떠올려 모든 네 과거다 달게 받아야지 너의 죄 Yeah all your fault 이제 시작했어 devil
Oh my god.
너를 무너뜨릴 trouble 내가 끝낼 거야 devil 온 사방이 ashes 코너로 날카롭게 좀 더 몰아붙여 긴장까지 smashing 그렇게 빌어봐도 아무 소용없어 너 없었던 널 지옥으로 걷어차면 no more stress 넌 내게 말해 savage 정말로 무서운 건 이제 시작인걸 까불지 말랬잖아 말해봐 갚아줄게 야구였던 벌 되게 받아야지 너의 죄 You're your fault 네가 시작했어 devil 밤새 비명 소리 더블 너를 무너뜨릴 trouble 내가 끝낼 거야 devil 새로운 이제야 나 So now I feel alive 네가 시작했어 devil
Oh.
내가 끝낼 거야 devil 네가 시작했어 devil Oh devil 비명 소리 devil 너를 무너뜨릴 trouble 내가 끝낼 거야 devil
Well, if you wanted a maximalist song, fuck, you got them in spades.
Is it maximalist?
Overkill? Is there something above maximalism?
Overkill is kind of the right word.
Overkill?
I
Yeah.
Not
think
in,
I
like-
would. I think I would hesitate to consider it maximalist. Actually,
Right.
All right, I need to let you cook. Why are you saying that you don't think it is maximalist?
because there's not that much going. There's when I think
Okay.
maximalism, I think there are so many layers and there's so many switch ups, and it does so much that it's like
Okay.
overwhelming.
Okay.
I think
okay.
this song just has chaos. It's just chaotically written.
It
It's
is
just a
chaotically
very
written. Okay, yeah.
it's written with like chaotic syncopation in mind.
Mm.
So like a lot of 16th notes, a lot
Yeah.
of use of space, a lot of use of silence, you know, and a lot of weird vocal ad libs that are just like organized and panned in a way that just make them sound like they're all over the place. Like the song sort of just feels it definitely feels chaotic.
Yeah.
And I think it is, but I think if you like break it down to there's really not that many instruments or that much
It's just
going
a
on.
synth.
It's just
a
so
synth. Yeah.
it's just the way it's
Produced.
written.
Yeah, producer.
It's
written,
really
yeah.
interesting. I think that it's such a fun song in a sense of like it gives everybody a really interesting opportunity to. I don't really know how difficult it is to sing in those like 16th notes where it's almost like a rap, but it's not. I'm assuming it seems kind of difficult.
I
But
mean, it's like a vocal run, but you're able to separate it out with syllables.
Right.
So yeah.
I just think it's like it's a cool change up and it's a cool switch that I think we haven't really seen blended with a cool change and something we haven't seen instrumentally as well. So I think that those like accumulate together into a really different song in like a very positive way, in my opinion. That's just like it's very keep you on your toes kind of song. Like you never know what's coming next, and like all the way through the end.
Yeah.
So
I will
yeah, I
say,
love it. I think most people that hear this song are like thrown off in the beginning, like super caught off guard, and then by the end, everyone's like, "Oh, this is crazy! This is really fun! This is so sick!"
That was me. You just described me. That was how I felt.
I'll
Yeah.
go next though, because when I first heard the song, I loved it, and I would play it like often, but not like all the time because it's a little
It's a little
wearing.
nuts. Yeah, it's a little
Um,
nuts.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy. I still think it's crazy. I think they did a really good job with the vocals. Tiffany and Soo Young, goddamn, this
Yeah.
was their song for
Ooh.
sure.
Go get it.
I'm glad we had the parts up so that I could differentiate those. I really liked what happened with Taeyeon at the end, what was going on behind her while she was doing her
Yeah.
stuff. Really good runs in the scales that were kind of just leading up to emptiness. um, I'm all speaking from past Therese because this is honestly pretty hard to listen to in my current state.
The haterade state, yeah.
Um, which just goes to show like your music can change in a day and it can change back later. It's
Yeah.
whatever you're feeling at the time.
It's
I'm currently in my cohesive song era. And this is anything but. I mean, it's cohesive
Triggered.
because it uses that production style to deep fry the vocals down to match what's going on with all the syncopation and the rhythm and the synths. So it's cohesive in that sense, but there's a lot of empty space that I wish there were notes in or like some sort of bass that I could hold on to throughout the song, but this is like the roughest of seas. Like I'm gonna get thrown off into the Grand Line. So I'm struggling a bit today, but I do like this song generally.
See, this song to me is wet.
What?
Like that's like the only
Yeah.
descriptive I can think of, like how to describe this song in a non-musical term. This song is just wet.
Yeah.
I will say the song started off like I think it's off time. I don't know, maybe it isn't, but it does. It feels like at the beginning of the song, it feels like the drums are like on the backbeat, so it does feel like a little off time. But then like it kicks in, and then you're like, oh wait, it's actually not off time. My brain is not.
Well, because
my
the
brain's gotta
only
catch
thing
up.
you use to set time are the first two notes. So
Yeah.
if the first two notes are syncopated, where are you? Where are you?
Lost.
Oh
like
my
this.
God.
I was like this the entire time listening to the song. I was like,
You're like, oh.
where's the melody at? Where have you gone, melody? Yeah. No,
that is the fun of it.
That
yeah.
is the fun. I will agree with Walcott. Yeah, that is the fun of the song. But I will say, man, I would love to be a fly on the wall when their synth player came into the fucking studio and was just like, I'm just gonna cook today, and then they're like, okay, we got you, and then he's like, and just going just absolute wild. So
It's like whoever was. Sorry,
No,
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say it feels like whoever is like recording the synth. I feel like they brought their kid to the studio and he's just playing with the modulation pad on the end of the synth. And just like, you know what? Keep doing that. It
Actually,
sounds
keep
good.
going. Yeah. We like that. No,
Oh.
yeah. I just feel like, yeah, I feel like in some weird way, I feel that the synth almost takes away from the vocals because like it's the only thing that it's just like not to say
It's
that the
very
vocals
loud,
aren't good,
yeah.
but it is so loud in the mix that like you almost inherently, like, at least for my ears, it was like half split between like one side of my brain was like focusing on the vocals and the other side of my brain was just like, man, I gotta let the synth player cook, I gotta let him do it.
It was Girls' Generation featuring synth.
Yeah, featuring synth man, or synth woman, but yeah, I think that to me was, I like the song, but I think that the synth competes with the vocals, and I would argue that the point of listening to Girls' Generation is because they have great vocals. And that's not to say that this song does not have great vocals, but it's like, man, when you can hear that synth just going like absolutely ape shit, you're just like, my musician brain's like, cool, keep doing that. And then like musicality Brandon's like, nah, but I like their vocals. Their vocals are so cool. I need to hear more of those. So it's just this constant like dueling in my brain of like what I want out of the song. And I feel like this is like not exactly what I was looking for, but I'm not mad at it. Like I think it kind of works, But overall, I think out of the two songs that we listened to, including Forever One, I think I gotta say Villain was probably my favorite. I will go and listen to the rest of this album off camera, and I'll let you guys know in the comments what my favorite songs were off the record. Um, but yeah, this was interesting. I think they really. I would imagine if these are the two songs that Alex picked out of the, I don't know how many songs are on this album, but I'd imagine these are like very interesting ones that like obviously elicit a reaction. But I would be curious to listen to the rest of the album and see how like varied they are, because I'd imagine these are like the really interesting ones. I imagine there are some songs that are a little bit more in the girls' generation wheelhouse that I'd be like, cool, this is cool. Like, I think it makes me more curious to hear like what a modern girls' generation album would sound like now, because that was kind of like my thought throughout the entirety of this thing, because I knew we were obviously going to get into this newest release, and I'm like, can they still sound like girls' generation, but like have the modern technology to be able to like have something that may fit their style. So I'll definitely be giving this one a healthy spin tomorrow when I'm in work and listening to it on my headphones. So I will all let you all know what I think. But yeah, very cool. Very, very risky on a song like this, but I think for the right people, it definitely queued up. You know, I think it's definitely queued up for a certain people, you know. But yeah, this might be it.
I'm gonna give my top 3 as it currently stands.
Okay.
For Girls' Generation
I will
songs
also
that
as well.
we checked out. Which I think probably rotates a good bit. I don't know that these will. If you ask me in 2 weeks, it might be different. But going off of what we've this series, I'm gonna say it's got to be Forever One is on there.
Oh, okay.
Holiday is on there. Oh, this is hard. This is really hard. Okay,
This is actually
it's
really
Forever
hard.
One. Oh, I like so many different songs for so many different reasons. That's why it's tough.
You're the
All
one
right.
who picked 3, so that's all I'm gonna say.
I know. Well, I don't want to name all the songs to listen to.
Every
But okay,
Girls' Generation song.
I'll put them in my top 3 as of like songs that I will be going back to listen to probably tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna say All Night,
Oh, okay.
Party, and The Boys.
Oh, I like that. Therese, you want to go or should I go?
You should go because I'm still deciding.
Well, I'm not going to include Villain or You Better Run because they're not title tracks. So as much as I love both of those songs for different reasons, I'm just not going to include them for that. I would say my favorite that we've listened to in terms of title songs. This is actually really tough too. I'll do
Yeah.
Mr.
Solid.
And then I think I'll do Holiday. And then I think I'm gonna do You Think. I think those are my top 3.
Okay. Oh,
All the modern stuff.
I think I've decided.
I feel bad. I didn't put any of the like OG. I'll give an honorable mention though to it wasn't the first song we listened to, it was the second one on this list of the part 1. I forget. It was before Kissing
Girls'
You.
Generation?
I think it was just Girls. Was it Girls' Generation?
That's before Kissing You and after the first song. So.
Fuck. All right. Then it wasn't that one.
Or are you thinking of G?
I'm thinking of G. Yeah, sorry. I'll give an honorable mention.
G
to
is really good.
Yeah, I'll give an honorable mention.
Honorable
to G.
mention to G from
sorry.
me as well. Not making my list just because I'm not a bubblegum girly, but
That's fair.
I like what the metrics that Alex was using for what am I going to listen to tomorrow. I'll put number 1 as Holiday.
Oh,
Number
yeah.
2 as The Boys. Classic.
Smart.
And then number 3 would probably be Mr.Mr. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
We're all floating around the same era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We are.
I love the fact that Into the New World and G exists.
G is like it's always gonna be the honorable mention for me. It's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
it's got a permanent peanut in my brain.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's always rattling around in there.
I feel like that's good.
yeah.
That it was all 3 of our honourable mentions that we had to
That
have
was
G
tough.
as. That was good.
I feel accomplished, like I actually did something today. I ranked my top 3 favorite
There you go.
Girls'
You
Generation
can put it in your
tracks.
diary. You know, we can all put it in our diaries tonight. You can be
I
like,
gotta bring that up in
"Guys,
my end of year review.
Wait,
Yeah.
guys, listen. We ranked 3 of our favorite Girls' Generation songs live. You can watch it. You leave the YouTube link URL. You write it out. You're great.
Uh,
Oh my
really
god.
good stuff. I knew I could count on Girls' Generation.
Yeah. It was cool. I think my overall thoughts on Girls' Generation is like, I'll go back to a point I made in part 1, which was I think if I started out with Girls' Generation when I originally started doing this, I don't think I would have the appreciation that I do have for them now. Like, I think it would just be like,
fair.
it would go completely over my head, and I would have been like, I don't fucking like this. This is not, like, I don't know if I want to continue doing this series, if that was, like, if that's where we were going to be heading. But I'm glad that we wind up listening to him after I have gone through a bunch of other groups and obviously fell more in love with like K-pop, and obviously this being more of a main staple of the channel. To me, I think that makes me appreciate why people say that they are the queens of K-pop. You know, I think they rightfully deserve that title, and clearly have done, you know, a great job paving the way for future groups that, you know, I love now. You know, I feel like, again, we would have never gotten some of these groups if they didn't pave the way for other groups to shine. So much love to Girls' Generation. You know, I don't know if you'll watch this, but hey, you know, come on the show. You're welcome to show up. You know, Taeyeon.
I have a question
Always gotta say it.
before we close out.
Yeah.
This is kind of out of left field, but we encountered both today. Since songs are getting shorter, it's unfortunate but true.
Yes.
Would you rather get rid of bridges or get rid of dance breaks?
Dance breaks.
If we had to make a 3-minute song for
Dance break for sure. No offense to Alex.
Oh, okay.
Is that across the board? Doesn't matter what type of song.
All K-pop. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely dance breaks. I was gonna say
Rough
yeah.
day for Alex.
Oof.
Dance breaks for me.
I
Everyone's saying dance breaks.
hate to be that guy. We
Fight
can put
against
the
him.
good vocals. We can put the good vocals somewhere else. Let my girls dance.
Oh my god.
I'm glad that we have different opinions,
Yeah.
even if they're wrong.
I feel like Therese knew this was. Therese had this in the holster ready because she knew for a damn fact that you knew Alex was gonna say dance breaks and
You
he was
know
gonna
what?
get fucking ripped and you asshole on stream.
You go watch the bicycle music video from Chung Ha. You tell me if you'd rather her sing during that part when she does the backflip in the water.
I'll
You guys are all wrong.
That's
I'll also add to that
I can't.
Sun Me Tail. Yeah. Okay.
damn, you're
I
right,
see your
actually.
I see your
That's true.
I see the reasoning behind this choice.
I feel like Alex is Phoenix right, and he hit us with an objection. Objection.
Ooh.
Oh my god. So
Yeah.
great. No, I.
Oh my
listen,
God, Don.
We have room for both, so you know we have room for both.
Anyway,
So it's good.
something
It's
to
good.
think about.
Something
Thank
to
you,
think
Girls'
about.
Generation.
Yes.
To answer, I want to rebuttal Gondo's point. They said if we cut bridges, then Mina wouldn't get any lines. if we cut dance breaks, then Momo wouldn't get any screen time.
You're actually right. Truthfully,
Ouch! 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 Ouch!
which is not good.
Okay. I feel like we've caused enough chaos.
All right. Yeah,
Therese
purely
chose-
hypothetical.
Therese chose chaos today. It's the haterade. Therese is having her arc
The
today.
haterade.
You're
Girls'
having your arc.
Generation cured my haterade. We're good now.
Okay, good. Thank God. All right. Well,
Yeah, we're having fun. All right,
you
next
guys for
next
hanging
group
out.
we're doing. Next group we're doing is probably P1 Harmony. They were the next runner-up on the polls we ran, and then after that, I guess it depends if there's nothing super pressing, then we'll just move on to the next in the poll, which would be Stacy.
Stacy. Yeah.
Woo!
We'll probably throw in like a spin the wheel night in there,
Yeah.
maybe something else. I think we're still talking about doing an Island 2 watch along thing. At least me and Brandon. I think Therese wants no part of it.
Y'all have fun. Tell me all about it. I'd be curious to
show up
hear
in
the
Twitch
drama.
Just show up in Twitch chat. I just want Therese to just pop in and be like, I just want her to just put a bunch of like laughing, like ha ha ha's, like.
She sings bad.
No, Therese's comments are just gonna be, "This is why I'm not on stream. This is why I'm not watching."
Every 5 minutes.
This is why I'm not watching. This is
No.
why I'm not watching.
I want a
Haven't
full
preloaded.
report on the amount of fluff and the amount of fake drama.
God, that's gonna be the roughest part. They might be like 2.5-hour episodes.
Oh man.
We'll see.
Well,
We'll see.
to be fair, we
feel
streamed
it
for
out.
2 hours. We streamed for 2 hours, so this is a cake.
I got too much to do. I gotta prepare for
Yeah.
BTS month.
Yeah, Therese has BTS
Sure.
Mountain to complete. Yeah, so we have. If you are here and you like BTS, then be excited because Therese has got something cooking up for BTS month, which is, man, we saw the
I
other
showed
night.
them my embarrassing Word doc.
She was cooking, so yeah, good shit. What makes it BTS? Yeah, BTS month, baby, a whole month, gonna be nuts. I don't know.
Tell them
why.
to stop releasing music.
Yeah, please tell them to stop releasing music.
They're
because
still doing it,
otherwise-
and they're currently serving. So
Yeah. Oh my God. Sweetly says Stray Kids anniversary happens and they have like Alive.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Well,
we might end up doing like not like a spin the wheel variety, but like a random, like a catch up
yeah.
on new debut groups or something kind of variety
Yeah.
thing or something,
So-
just to
I-
kind of. We're gonna get lost if we don't do that.
So BTS month, for anyone that's scared, it's only 5
I'm scared.
streams.
It's
and-
only
yeah, you should
5.
be.
It's
It's only 5
shit.
streams. And in the middle of that, I actually have a work trip I have to go on. So that'll be a one without me. Have fun with your variety. Don't react to any of the songs I added yet.
We won't.
Fair.
We'll do IU
But
then.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
And of
kidding.
course, if you didn't know, you can add songs to our variety wheel that we
Yeah.
randomly spin and react to music videos for. All you got to do is join us in Twitch, spend some channel points, give us something horrible that we'll all hate. If you want some spice.
God, if you want to choose chaos, then you can do that.
Yeah.
Give us something to all have a good time with that we enjoyed,
Yep.
But yeah, very
Yeah.
cool. Which
Alright.
apparently
I'm so sorry,
Siren.
Siren.
To be fair,
Oh, sorry.
Siren, you caught Therese on pissed off week, so I feel
It's true.
we
It's true. I'm really excited to hear the other Ensign song that was added and any other Ghost 9 that you guys want to add.
Major street
Totally
credit, you
still
had Jim.
interested. Yes,
To be
double
fair-
points. Actually, we have a half off sale. You
No,
can
no, no,
only
no, no, no,
submit
no,
for
no, no, no,
1,000
no, no,
points
no,
if
no,
it's
no.
JYP.
No, no.
If you have 1,000 points, you can submit a
No,
JYP
no,
song.
no, Therese, no, Therese, no.
I'm a mod. I can do
Y'all,
this.
you, I'm gonna see a fucking I'm gonna see a drop down in Twitch now where it's just gonna be like for Therese only. Oh my god. Not good. Well, we'll Siren, hopefully we will get to Ampersand 1 and Diamond soon. So, or Damon. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but yeah.
Diamond was correct, I think.
Okay, cool. Crushed
You
it
did
anyway. I did it. I'm K-pop now. So anyway, very, very stoked. I am extremely excited for next week, and I think we have 2 streams next week actually. So, or not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But you should definitely follow if you have not. If you are watching this on YouTube, subscribe. Be greatly appreciated. We are like super, super close to 5K, and we will probably be doing a giveaway for 5K. So come, give us a sub, and we'll pick it out. We'll figure out what people want to see from us, to give away. So yeah, be very cool. And yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed hanging out, let us know what your favorite Girls' Generation tracks are down in the comments. And thank you to chat. Y'all are great. Love ya. And we'll catch you probably on Monday, most likely. So see y'all on Monday.
Yep. See you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.